Hey, what up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome to day 2, a new episode of the FIFA 20 on my team. Road to Glory, July special, episode 309. We're in the deep summer now of FIFA. So thank you for any of you that are tuning in still. I really appreciate you. If you could show that support, keep this going on the series by hitting me with a thumbs up. Man, you literally make my day. Thank you guys, and of course subscribe if this is maybe the first video of mine that you've seen. Seems that it probably wouldn't be though, right? A lot of you are subscribed already, yeah? Yeah, welcome to my current squad. 3 players on the starting 11. I mentioned this yesterday, obviously, before we got some of the worst rewards I think I've ever seen, literally ever. That I didn't quite know what to do with my squad. Like, I had a couple of ideas, and I wanted to know maybe what you guys thought. I saw some pretty cool examples using like players that I've already got in my club. A couple people trying to suggest players that I don't already have in my club. And what I would say about that is I think it's a really dangerous time to buy tots right now. I have this idea in my head that I want to try tots Benzema. I want to try tots Luis Suarez. Players like that, tots Son. But, like, it's so dangerous when I think that they're probably all going to get re-released tonight, right? So they've been out of packs for so long, and then if they all start coming back into packs and everyone's packing tots left, right, and centre, I just feel like their prices are going to absolutely crash. So let's keep our coins for a little bit, and I think that what that will mean is that in the next week or two, we'll be able to get so much more for our money. At least that's what I kind of think. So normally when that happens, the polar opposite happens. So buy your tots players now because they are absolutely going to skyrocket in price because Lasty thinks they're going to go down. That might be the smart thing to do. Maybe just keep your coins. Have you got any coins left at this point in the game? I don't know how I've got more coins now than I did at tots. It's weird. I think it's because I was buying left, right, and centre, and summer heat is just a lot of untradeable things, you know. So Marquee Matchups, this was the previous week's one. I know there's a new set out now. I'll get that completed just for you in the start of the next episode. It will give us some packs to open then as well, of course. This was an alright one. I couldn't literally not afford it last week. When it came out last Thursday, I didn't have the players in my club. You needed a couple of high-ish rated squads, so I was just nowhere near it. Because I had used everything that I possibly had that I could possibly use in the 85 to 92 upgrades. And then obviously this week with them not being there, what do we get here, by the way? A little regular board action. With them not being here this week and just the 82 to 88s being here and the 81 plus double, they're not quite so like enticing. Like, I don't feel the constant need to try and put everything I've got in my club into them. I think they're quite good SBCs and they are good to just get you that mid-level fodder that you need whilst you've already got some high-rated stuff to put into SBCs. But for now, like, I don't necessarily need them. What I would prefer is to put, like, that lower-rated stuff that I now have from my rewards yesterday into Marquee Matchups to re-roll that luck to try and get something back. And it sort of works a little bit here. Like, we got an 84 Kepa, that's like 10,000 coins. 83 Miranda, that's like 5,000 or 6,000 coins. And there's a bunch of 82s and other things that we get as well. So, because Marquee Matchups is literally always tradable, it's good. It gives us a 50k pack as well, which is why I think last week it was super expensive. That combined with the upgrade packs that were out last week, and offering out party bags for 80 rated squads and 82 rated squads or whatever it was. It was the combination of all of that which just made this particular group SBC way overpriced. So yeah, I prefer to do it now that I've actually got rewards and have stuff. I'm glad I didn't let myself, like, I like to complete Marquee Matchups and I really like to complete it on the first night that it comes out. But I'm glad I didn't let myself just go and spend the coins to get, 65k's worth of Marquee Matchups done. It's highly unlikely that you're going to profit from something like that, right? So from our 50k pack, we end up getting a Team of the Week walkout. There's going to be French Cam from Watford. We've seen this guy a couple of times, haven't we? Not only did we pack him in red way back in the series, but we've actually packed him, I think, a couple of times, maybe once tradable, once untradeable in the last couple of weeks. So it's a decent Marquee Matchups reward. That's 20k right there. There's 7.5k in Quadrado as well right there. So not a bad 50k pack. Much better than the one we had in our rewards yesterday, right? So, anyway, Headliners Challenge is up next. I wanted to make sure I got this done simply because it was a mega pack, and when I looked at the Bundesliga players I had, I did seem to have like 1 or 2 players from the same club, which was sort of like what the requirements for this one were for. So I was like, yeah, I'm willing to stick these guys in to re-roll. I know it's an untradeable mega pack, but like you hit boards or something in that, and instantly I think it was kind of like worthwhile. You're just trying to get some sort of fodder, right? And then the other couple of SBCs that are there that kind of interest me, but I'm not sure when to do them, if I should do them or not, are Player of the Month Benzema, very cheap for a 92 overall rating, but he's there for like 26 days. Or 20 odd days, however long is left, yeah. And I just feel like maybe if the Summer Heat promo is done by then the 82s and stuff will all just come plummeting down. And that sort of SBC will literally be like 15k rather than the 45k or 40k that it is right now. So unless I desperately find an SBC where I could use a cheap 92, and that's when I'll complete Benzema, I think I'll just wait and do it. Or once we get like some more untradeable 82s together, maybe I'll just pop them in there and get that done when I literally have untradables to work with. I don't think I have quite enough right now, and I think you need like 80 chem for Benzema. And then the other one is Danilo. Just because I feel like there's a chance he could go up to a 95 and be one of the best right backs in the game. I don't know how I would make it work chemistry-wise, but he's someone that interests me. Should I do Danilo? Maybe let me know in the comment section right now if you've got him or if you think it's a wise idea. Something like that. So, amongst having a little look at the different the different squads and stuff or the different comments and stuff that people are telling me to get these sorts of players in our club for the weekend league, that plus my ideas came up with this, which is actually pretty similar to something I showed you last week. Obviously, it didn't have Ousmane Dembele in, which is like the main key feature of this weekend league so far, or like the newest player that we've got. So I had like an idea of like a real nice squad that I could put together, and it sort of looked a little bit like this. So obviously we've brought in Vinicius Jr. again, now being a 95. I didn't really have any plans to use him in this weekend league. And then because like I used him last weekend, and then I completely forgot that he was going to get a pretty much guaranteed upgrade to a 95. I think Real Madrid in the end won like 2-1. So they kept it like squeaky bum time for everyone. But still, and Ferland Mendy scored a beautiful goal, I'm pretty sure. So this is the first idea that I've had, which is pretty similar to some of the stuff that we've used already. But this just genuinely looks so good because, I mean, there's Vinicius Jr., who's 5-star, 4-star, and then you have 3 5-star, 5-star players in Bobby, Ribery, and Ousmane Dembele, and then a 2 CDM partnership of Fabinho and Ndombele. Pretty nice. The one thing that annoyed me about this with potential was that I would have to go out and buy some expensive position changes, and I seem to be doing that every week. I seem to like change it, and then all the next week I need to change them back to something different. And a lot of you guys notice it as well in the comment section. So this was like idea number 1, and I really like it. And I'm going to ever so slightly tweak it you can sort of see how it will play in game. It's going to get slightly tweaked again. But this is ideally just visually how it would play in game. I don't think this is ideal. I think switching the cams and the strikers in this one right here would work better. But in my head, initially, I thought, let's try Ousmane up front. Let's try this upgraded Vinicius Jr. up front. And then this is what we could do at halftime. Bring on Gini, bring on Ibra, bring on Neymar, or who I forgot at the time, Mane, who's just sort of like not even on the bench and reserves right now. He could obviously come on and do the business for us. So that was like the idea. And then I started playing around with the other 4-5-1. Would that work better for chemistry? No. So we come back to this one. And I thought, okay, so what if I want to bring Gini in over Ndombele? I could do this. I could do this right here. So instead of Ndombele being on 8 chem, we'd drop Ribery down to 8 chem, which I've used him at 5, and he's absolutely brilliant. And then it actually brings like Bobby up to 10 and stuff like that. So it basically swaps Wijnaldum with Ndombele, and we actually prefer Wijnaldum, of course, don't we? I think he's fantastic. What a player. Absolutely brilliant on this game. So, yeah, that's sort of like the new thing. Where and we will try it with Vinicius Jr. and Ousmane Dembele up front. I'll play like a rivals match in a little bit, actually, just to see how it will be. But this is like the first time I've really looked at his new stats. And, yeah, they were very nice to me. Giving me a really nice card here. Those stats right there, 99 pace, 99 dribbling. You don't see that often. You don't even see that on a lot of prime icon moments. So the fact that we got him for, what was it, 285 rated squads or something? I don't know, man. I think that was an absolute steal for Real Madrid, Brazilian, like popular club and nation and stuff. Man. So I decided to make sure I sold the tradable stuff that was in my club, because before that I had... I looked at maybe doing one of the Danilo SBC, and I had like I had that Doucouré in there and Quadrado and stuff in there, and I was like, well, maybe I should sell them whilst they're at their high prices, and then by the time I end up going to do it, maybe I will have collected more fodder. Maybe I can buy someone a bit cheaper that works better for chemistry and stuff. So that was I got rid of them, and we actually tip over 900,000 coins again. Yes, we're rich. I actually want to see 1 million. I want to try and get my coin balance over 1 milli. But I go into this game of Rivals, and it's literally like the first competitive game I've played in a few days since the last weekend league, essentially, because I literally played that one friendly the other day. And I only plan to play one game for this episode, just to test things out before the weekend league, and more importantly, to get myself a little bit of XP, which would bring me up to the next and final place that I'm going to get in the season objectives before that runs out, which is going to be a final 45k pack. So I needed to make sure I got that done. But as you can see, this opponent's main goal was to run down my wing and try and sweat it across. Which is, I mean, it's alright. It's just a bit sweaty. So, I mean, lots of people score goals like that. I don't really have an issue with it. I was just like bombarded with it right from the start of the match. And I actually think that our first goal in this game is going to come from something similar. But yeah, it seemed like a really tough start to the game. But look at this. Look at the scoop, turn and pace from Ousmane Dembele. I wanted to leave that clip in there from there because look, that's 99 Van Dijk that he is outpacing. He couldn't get near me. If it's like that in the weekend league, then I am going to enjoy it, because Ousmane Dembele is weak. A lot of people didn't like me actually unlocking him in the video the other day. Weird to me, like it was a player that I wanted, so that's what I decided to do to get him. But yeah, I could tell at half-time that I think Vinicius Jr. and Dembele are wingers. They aren't out-and-out strikers. I wanted to try them there, but in the second half I thought, why not switch it to what we're more used to? Getting Firmino and Ribery up front, who I know I can rely on, and then put those two new players, the 95 Vinny Jr., the 93 Ousmane Dembele, put them out on the wings, on the wide cams, to see if we perform any better. And the team just felt more well-rounded. It just felt like it should. So I think that we need to change it. We need to make... Like, I could potentially run Ribery out wide, Ousmane Dembele up front, but I think Bobby needs to be up front. And I think Vinicius Jr. is not really a striker. I think he needs to go out wide. That's what sort of seemed more appropriate and felt better. And I did better. Like, I scored more goals in this setup. So I think this is what's going to give me the most amount of success, give me the easiest ride, you know. Once I got a couple of goals ahead, started doing a couple of like skill moves, trying to I don't know, like right here, like I picked the ball up with Ribery, hit him with a little sombrero, knock it to Bobby, try and scoop and hit him with a little, I tried to do something, didn't quite work out in my favour, but I think it's so important to have 5-star skillers in this game. And the 5-star weak fit, if that comes along with it, then great. That's also very, very important. But to have one or the other, 5-star skill moves or 5-star weak fit, is just what you need this year. Isn't it funny that last year what you needed was someone who was very quick, but also had good jumping and heading accuracy. Like if you could get that, like a Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang last year was... Oh my God! Can you remember last year we had Player of the Month Aubameyang, and he was one of the best loyal serving players of the club. It was great. So, yes, we got a bunch of XP, and that's what I needed to unlock this final thing that I'm going to get, because I'm like 15,000 XP away from the 50k pack, nowhere near completing the season pass. I just don't play enough during the week and stuff to get those XP points, and that doesn't bother me in the slightest in July, because even the level 30 players, like Matuidi looks alright. I just still don't think it would get in the squad over like Wijnaldum and Fabinho, though, to be honest. And from the 45k pack, we get really bad luck from our season objectives packs, I've noticed. We get like 1 or 2, maybe half-decent players right at the start in like the free 5k pack they give us. And then as the packs get better, our pack luck gets worse. And I almost feel like these season objectives packs are like the opposite of juiced. I feel like they've been... like, the luck has just been just sort of, like, gone away. I don't know if you guys feel the same, but let me know. Because, yeah, we got, like, an 83 in there, so I guess I'll take it. But I think for the weekend league, we do the smart thing, which is... and I nearly left it so that Usman was up front and left Ribery out there. I might change that again. I might try Usman up front with Firmino, especially for, like, the first half, and then switch it. And stuff like that for the second half to what you see right here. But it's just one of the strongest teams I can possibly imagine on this game. It has the right things in the right area. And like, I know I don't have Hullet, and I know I don't have Ronaldinho and team of the season Neymar, or team of the season Mbappe or Ronaldo or Van Dijk or whatever. But for what we've got, if I spent 900,000 coins on a top tier player, I still don't think they would be better than what we've got here. If I bought a Benzema, I would be downgrading something. That is just the way it is. Summer Heat is that OP. So maybe we'll spend our coins on some other SBC that comes out. If we see whatever comes out in the next couple of days, then maybe there'll be a new crazy player that I want to work towards. Other than that, this is our squad for the weekend league. Bringing Ousmane Dembele into the fold. Quite excited about that. But yes, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you'll do me the greatest favour of hitting the thumbs up button, that would be amazing. Thank you for all of your support. It means the world to me. Subscribe as well. I thank you for that. And of course, my social media links can be found down below in the description. Twitter and Instagram. Come follow me over there. But other than that, guys, I hope you all have a lovely day. Take it easy. Stay safe and healthy. Let me know how you're getting on in the weekend league if you are playing it so far today. And I will catch you tomorrow with another episode in what is probably going to be a new season of FUT. Interesting. We'll see what we get tonight. Enjoy. Peace.